Thank you for calling CalmingEscape Amity Island Vacation Rentals. How can I help you? Okay. Alright. So you're looking to book a rental for your time on the island? Okay, wonderful. Yes, I'll be able to help you with that. When are you looking to visit Amity? So July through August. Good, wonderful. Yeah, no, not to worry. We actually handle a lot of extended stays here, especially during our summer months. It's a lovely time for families, couples, or even singles. It's a great location. Yeah. Amity Island has so many things you can just really sink your teeth into. Have you been to Amity before? Oh, you have. Wonderful. Oh, I see. So you're in town now. Okay, that's good. Well, honestly, if you prefer, I do have an open appointment this evening. I can show you some of our rentals. Some of them that we have available during that time period. Go over some of the details. Sometimes it does work better in person instead of on the phone. Sometimes that can't be avoided, but since you are in town, how does that sound? All right, good. Can I get your name, please? Okay. And would a 7 o'clock appointment work okay for you? Okay, perfect. And then can I just get your phone number just to make sure? Okay. Okay, just perfect. So you have that 7 o'clock appointment with me this evening. All right. All right. I will see you then. Bye-bye. Nice, 7 o'clock. Wonderful. It's lovely to meet you. Let me just bring up your new file here. How are you doing this evening? Oh, good. Good. Well, I'm happy we can make this appointment work for you. Are you excited about your vacation? Lovely. Well, I'm very happy that you'll be spending the summer with us. I know you'll just love our beaches, the waters, town life. Amity, as you know, means friendship. Yeah, exactly. I just know that you'll make some wonderful friendships this summer. Memories that you're never gonna forget. Of course. Okay, so first of all, let me just make sure that I have your dates right. So what is that arrival date? Okay, July. Okay. And the departure date, that was in August, correct? Okay, so August, and what's that? Good. That's what I thought. Now, I do need to see your identification just to make sure I have your first and last name correct before we continue on with the reservation for your stay. Okay. Take your time. Okay, thank you. Okay. Just copy that off. No, I don't need their identification, but I do need the names of everyone that you intend to stay with you. Yeah, it's just procedure. Okay, so that first name. And Yes, even if it's going to be for a part of the stay, we just like to have on file who exactly is staying in our rentals. Okay, wonderful. And have you rented with us before? I didn't think so. Okay, welcome. Okay. And how are you going to be paying for this rental? Okay, good. I'll grab those card details from you in a bit. First, let's make sure we have what exactly you're looking for your stay. Okay. Alright. So, just a few questions about the amenities that you're looking for. Okay. Yep, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Are you interested in having any of these features? Okay, you can just tell me yes or no. A hot tub. Okay. Oceanfront. Internet access. A washer and dryer on site. Access to bikes. Some of our homes come with bikes already. If not, other people rent from in town. Okay. Do you need this space to be pet friendly? Alright. Fireplace? What about AC unit? Do you need any sort of disability access? Okay. And then any sort of family room features like a pool table or a ping pong table. Some of our rentals have video game units, anything like that. I know a lot of people like to spend their time in town or on the beach, in the water, but we just like to make sure. Some of our winter rentals do enjoy some of the indoor aspects that we offer. Yes. Alright. So, now you are going to be lucky enough to see some new photos that we've taken just last week, yeah. I went around to all of our rentals and took some fresh photos, so you're actually going to be seeing some brand new photos of each space. Yes, exactly. So I think that looking at what you're wanting and the dates that you're needing, I think we have 4 potential rentals. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all 4 of them. You're actually probably going to be our first customer to see these new photos. Okay, so let's get started. So let me just tell you a little bit about rental 1. So it is on the water, but it's going to be elevated up a bit. Yes, off the shoreline. It does have a lovely porch that wraps around the home. Some people like that. Sit out on the porch, overlooking the waves. It's a very relaxing element. Now this rental has 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. And you will be able to see that there is that lovely view of the ocean from most rooms in the house, since it is right on the shoreline there. So this here is a picture on the outside. See that lovely porch that wraps around, and you're a little bit lifted up from the shoreline. Sitting out on this lovely porch would be great. Watch those waves. Then this is the main living area here. Yeah, you see all these windows. Fantastic for watching. So as I said, that is rental 1. Moving on to rental 2. Sits closer to town instead of right on the beach, depending on what you're looking for. but is walking distance from everything. I find that to be very important. Lovely thing about our little island here is that Amity is nice and cozy, you could say. Well, yeah, you can easily make it to most locations on foot, so you don't have the hassles or the stress of worrying about transportation while you're on vacation. This house once again has 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. So this is house number 2. So the second house here, nice little neighborhood. As I said, it's away from the main ocean, but still a lovely house. And this is an example of the main living area there. Still very stylish and elegant. Alright. Now moving on to rental 3. Back on the water, but this is going to be closer to the pond area instead of the direct ocean. Yes, of course you can go to the normal beach, but the pond area is nice for children, elderly, things of that nature. Yeah, you're still going to have some really nice views from this location anyway. It's close enough. Okay. So this is going to have more of a rocky surface around the home. Not exactly a sandy beach, but more rocks leading down. And this house, let's see, it's going to have 2 bedrooms, a pull-out sofa, and 2 full baths. And both of these bedrooms, as well as the main living area, does have those wonderful views of the water. Okay. Right, let me just show you. Here is the 3rd home. Yeah, see, it's right there on the water. Yes, very pretty. These views are just fantastic, I tell you. And then here is an example of the main room, once again having those large windows to be able to see the ocean. Exactly. And then our final home, rental 4, is again right on the ocean. It's probably the closest one. It's just a front full view for all of it. This house is a bit of a peak of the island, you could say, so you really get the feel to the waves. Yeah, the wildlife and the waters, all sorts of things like that. Okay. So this one is a little smaller with only 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Okay. But you will see that the view is just spectacular, so it's kind of worth it. And with this home, it's kind of away from other homes, so you will have more of a private beach, if that's something that interests you. Okay, so this is the final rental. As you can see, kind of sits off a little bit. Yeah, kind of on its own little beach there. Exactly. And then that is an example of the main bedroom. I know, it's so beautiful. Look at those windows. You can wake up every morning and see the ocean like that. Just fantastic. Alright, put that aside. So which rental are you thinking? 1, 2, 3, or 4? That sounds great. Let me just grab the paperwork for that rental. Okay. Let me just add in the information you already gave me. Your arrival date is July. Departure date is August. Okay. Your phone name. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me just bear with me here as I just kind of. We do most of our things digitally, but we do have to have a hard copy of it as well. So. What was that? Oh, you heard about that. Some of the newer generations, you could say, haven't really heard about that, but I mean, that happened in 1975, so it was a while ago. Yeah, I mean, it did happen in 1978 as well, but that was mostly focused on some kids and sailboats, so. And you're not planning to go sailing, are you? Good, so you should be totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah. Any other instances? I don't really like to talk about it. It's not exactly good for business. You'll find that a lot of the locals don't like to talk about it, but, I mean, I guess I'll just tell you that we did lose, a police deputy in 87. Yeah, that was another shark attack. But there hasn't been any other attacks since. Yeah, I think that's very impressive. Yeah, 30 years, no shark attacks. Fingers crossed. Let's keep it that way. I think that's a fantastic record, really. I mean, the 3 incidents did cause a bit of stir for Amity, you could say, but I think we've grown and got over it. I think so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of the locals don't like to talk about it. Some of the older folk that really remember, yeah. It's crazy, really, but, especially Mayor Vaughn. Yeah, that's actually Larry Jr. Vaughn, taking after his father with that one. They don't like to talk about it. Okay, so, now, I'm just going to need your signature here. Right on this line. And can you date it for me? And then on this line right here. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, just. Oh, I do have one more thing I need you to sign. It's basically, you're taking responsibility for the house. In case any sort of damage was to happen. Yeah, it's basically just your agreement that you would be charged for any sort of damages to the house. Okay. So, can you just sign right there for that? Okay, and did you want to opt in for the maid service? They would come twice a week. Just basic cleaning. Okay. Make a note of that. Okay. Okay. So, this last bit that I need you to sign can be a tad sensitive, but hopefully just bear with me. Say that any sort of accident, attack, or shark occurrence was to take place this summer, and you or a family member was to be affected by that, I need you to sign off on this paper that just states that you can't sue Amity. better safe than sorry. Our little island has to take care of itself. Yeah? Okay. You're fine. Just sign right there. Just remember that 30-year record of no shark attacks and you'll be just fine. Okay. So, now it's time that I do need your card. So, card number. Okay. What's the security code on that? And is it your full name on the card? Okay. Alright. Okay, wonderful. Would you like me to print out a receipt for you or have it emailed to you? Okay. Good. So that is all emailed off. So we will have your rental all set and ready for you in July. That first day that you arrive, you will need to stop by here. I'll be there that day. You're going to be picking up the keys from me. And then you can go on to your rental. Okay? Do you have any other questions for me? Oh, don't feel nervous. Do I go swimming in the ocean here? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't ever swam in these waters. But, like I said, 30 years is a great record for no shark attacks. Yeah, I think that they just found a different place to hang out. Okay, well, as I said, all of your confirmation is emailed to you, and I will see you in July. Have a wonderful day. Bye. This is CalmingEscape Amity Island Vacation Rentals. How can I help you? Oh, you're calling to cancel? Oh, well, I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, you had sounded so excited about your vacation. The shark thing really, it's nothing to be worried about, I assure you. Yeah, I know I said I don't swim in the waters, but, that's just me. I'm a silly local, superstitions and all. But 30 years is a really long time. Don't you just want to risk it? Well, you did call in enough time to get a refund. Do you have any idea what you'll be doing instead of visiting Amity? The Bahamas? Well, that's a little bit different. Well, fine. I'll go ahead and cancel that reservation for you. Well, good luck. I hear there's been shark attacks down there, too.